Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Alright, so this is my wicking video for the 30mm VCMT by Vapors Cloud. I'll kind of just show you, for those who do not know what comes in it. You got spare glass, there's Pyrex, you got your dowel ring, and some extra parts. So go ahead and set that apart. We got some Chinese cotton, scissors, and juice. So I'm going to go ahead and take this apart. Set some parts aside. Alright, now that we have everything apart, you got all the parts over here. So you got your Pyrex, top, and your top cap. Alright, you got your chamber, set it over here. Alright, now, them some pretty beefy coils. Alright, look about 4mm. This is the wicking style that I learned how to do and what I'll be doing today. So go ahead and grab you some cotton. Alright, so got your standard just one sheet. Go ahead and take this little piece off right here. For those who do not see, I am taking just the outside layer off on each side. Just a little bit. Don't want to take too much. Alright. Cut it directly down the center. These scissors are not very sharp, so you want to make sure you got some pretty sharp scissors. You go ahead and roll it. I go ahead and twist the ends so it's easier to get in there. If you see that it's not fitting, go ahead and take just about 1/4 of an inch off the end and then re-roll it. The method I'm doing now, I have found that there is no leaking issues, which a lot of people are stumbling across, and they have asked questions on wicking their VCMT. So, like I said, this is the 30mm. I did my 25 the same way. Went ahead and take 1/4 of an inch off.
We're gonna go in like 10 minutes.
Okay. Alright, so now that you got it wicked up, let me kind of just show you where you're going to cut it. So, right at the lip up here is where it's going to be cut. Alright. I'm going to cut just a little extra so that if I gotta make corrections, I can. A buddy of mine had asked me to, or had asked me if I had made a video regarding the wicking of this insane beast. And my answer was no, not yet, but I will get to it this weekend. So, now that you have it fairly short, alright, go ahead and just nip a little on that side. Alright, got it fairly short, both sides. You want it to go just above the channel in which you see right here. So, what I'm going to do is fluff it out again and kind of cut about 45 to 75 degree angle. Alright. The reason I'm cutting it at such an angle is because you want the barrel to fit. You don't want it to fucking take your cotton for a joyride in the threads. Alright. Screwdriver or something. Okay. So, I see that it's a little longer than the channels. I'm going to go ahead and nip that in the butt real quick. So, fluff it back out. Just do a small cut. Alright, so right there is where I cut. Kind of just want it right in the threads. Not in the thread, but right in between the top and bottom of the threads. So, you gotta do that all the way around. Especially this one right here. If you find that your juice ring is getting in the way, you can remove it for now. Now, this is the way I'm wicking it right now. I'm using it on a 3S LiPo with a 90-10 blend. So, just nip that there. Nip here, nip there, yada yada yada. Now, to kind of shape it into your grooves, go ahead and just use a little bit of juice. This is just to make sure it's past the, it's gonna fit in the barrel and that it's in the juice wells. Alright, and she's ready. Alright. I don't know if you can see that, but as you can see, it's not completely in the juice well. Alright. And it's cut flush along the side. Almost flush. Okay. Now then, the fun part. Testing. Go ahead and just get a little bit, you know, so you don't have to completely wait that long for your coils to get nice and wet. One thing I like to make sure is that there is no cotton going inside the threads. And I also close off my juice ring just a little under half. Alright. Go ahead and place your glass. Make sure you get all ends on there. Kind of use some juice to lube it up. Make sure your O-rings are good. You don't need any cracked, frayed, damaged O-rings. Top cap is a little, or not top cap, top piece is a little interesting to get on. You kind of got to apply a little bit of pressure. This is so that you're creating a vacuum on the inside. Alright. Now, after I juice this up, I'm going to go ahead and go get my battery. And then that will be toward the end of the video. Now, put a little bit in here just to kind of test whether there's any leaking. I don't have the airflow closed or anything. It's halfway open, just to kind of control whether or not. So I'm going to leave this here just so that, and kind of point the airflow toward y'all. So if there's leaking, you're able to see it while I go get my battery. Go ahead and put the top cap on.